Hey everybody, playing more Half-Life. I just got done with We've Got Hostiles in the previous video. This guy told me to head for the Lambda Complex. That's pretty much just what we're doing at this point in the game. And we're going to start the next chapter, which is called Blast Pit. It begins with a set of breakable objects that take so long to break, I thought I was doing something wrong in my first playthrough. But no, these things just take a million hits to break. For some reason. You could use grenades to speed the process up, but I don't want to waste a grenade. We got a bull squid shooting at some head crabs, which I believe head crabs are the natural predators of bull squid. This bull squid is not doing a very good job. I'll help him out. And then I'll shoot him in the face. Because that's what I do. As your fellow HEV okay. As your fellow research associate, I have to associate the research by killing bull squids. Alright. Oh, okay. I forgot about you, actually. So, I don't want to hit the lever yet, because there is a head crab zombie that comes out of here. Get used to seeing these guys, because you're... okay. You're probably not going to see them for most of the game after this. Like, they largely disappear in the last half. In the latter half, I mean. So we got this cool little scene of the doors opening, the elevator coming up. Alright, let's head on down there. Deeper into this very, very deep facility. I don't know how deep it gets. I don't know if you ever visit the deepest point. Maybe this is the deepest point. But all I know is that it's a deep facility. Alright. We got some hound eyes. Not very tough enemies. Okay. Shotgun time. Or, that's not my shotgun. I'm not used to having... yeah. You're intended to get the shotgun before the assault rifle, or MP5, if you're using normal models. Original models, I mean to say. But, for some reason, they put the shotgun below the assault rifle in the weapon slots. So yeah, I don't really know what the thinking was behind that. So then when you get the assault rifle, you have to press 3 twice to get the shotgun. Or you could scroll, but I don't want to. Alright, I got some people killed later. Hey! Oh, no. How did I get kicked off of that? Oh, what the fuck ever. So what's supposed to happen there is I'm supposed to stay on the car, and then when it reaches this point, I think you're supposed to back off of it quickly, or else you get flung all the way over there. If you have full health, it won't kill you, thankfully. This game isn't that poorly designed. But it is like a cool physics thing, and I wish I could have seen it, but instead, I somehow fell off of it. There we go. Is there another one coming? I think another one comes when I go over there. Okay, well, let's just go over there anyway. Oh yeah, and also the Geiger counter sounds overwrite the shotgun's pumping sounds. So it only plays 1/2 for whatever reason. Or it doesn't even play at all in that case. Yep. I don't know where that guy comes from. I think he might just spawn there, but there's always a bull squid there when you climb up the pipe. Anyway, let's go inside the pipe. What could possibly go wrong? By the way, this flashlight is terrible. The HEV suit needs a better flashlight, and luckily, it gets one in Half-Life 2. Or in Half-Life Source. So I think I waste more bullets, and since it shares ammo with the pistol, maybe I should be using the pistol. Okay. Got out of this room. This room's just got 2 bull squids in it. At this point, they should be, like, nothing to deal with. They at least don't use hit scan projectiles, unlike a certain thing later in the game that really shouldn't use hit scan projectiles, but does anyway. And no, I'm not talking about the soldiers. Like, they're fine. They're using guns. guns bullets are fast, so hit scan works. But there's a certain thing later in the game that really shouldn't have it, but it does anyway. Okay, so we got... Alright, I didn't mean to intrude on your lovely abode, but this is where I have to go, and you're kind of posing a threat to me, so I kind of have to kill you. Okay, hi. Hi, guys. I don't get what they're doing when they just stand there and blink at me. What are they doing? Are they standing back and letting their friend attack you? But now he has no friends, so there's no point. Okay. There you go. You actually grew a brain and started attacking me. Good job, Kodai. I mean, if they are actually standing back and waiting for like, one of their buddies to attack them, then that's pretty impressive AI for 1998. Half-Life has some pretty cool AI. It's just that, like, they made the AI purposefully flawed, so it just feels like you're fighting regular game enemies. But the HECU AI is actually pretty good. It's just that for the most part, you kill them in 5 seconds so you can barely notice it. Anyway, welcome to the silo. Oh, hi. I forgot you were here. Welcome to the silo. The main place of blast pit.
Rocket engine. Destroy the damn thing before it grows any larger. Stop!
That was the wrong sound effect. Okay, let me see if in this playthrough I can now actually do this. There's a barnacle up here, and I'm going to get trapped inside his tongue, and then he's going to lift me up. Then I'm going to shock him in the face and fuck. Okay. I've never been able to do that, but there is a health and suit charger if you can do that.
No! Get it off me! Get it off! Get it off!
I think you went a little past the point of me being able to get it off. Oh, don't worry, guys. Security guards here. Oh, okay. So, our guy told us to fire the rocket engine, and here's the button. Unfortunately, see these lights? See how they're off? We're going to have to leave the silo, go turn these on, then come back and fire the rocket engines to murder this thing. That is essentially our objective for the entire chapter. It's a unique chapter, though. I really like it.
Quiet. This thing hears us.
That guy just told us that this thing hears us, so it's blind, but it can hear. You know, like, I remember when a recent indie horror game came out where a blind killer was like a big thing, but in reality, Half-Life did it before any horror game did it. Alright. Thank you. So what you need to do is crouch through this room, and okay, that they should hear that, yeah. They can hear, like, the slightest touch. If you, like, land on the floor, they can hear that. Yeah, they just heard me do that, so I'm gonna throw the grenade over there to be safe. What the fuck? Did you hear me preparing the grenade throw? Wow, okay. These guys are dangerous. Once you're behind the doors, though, you're perfectly safe. The best thing you want to hold while going through this room is grenades so you can throw them and distract them while you make your way to another side of the room. And yeah, now we're leaving the silo for now. I'm gonna not waste. Okay. How did I miss with a very powerful close-range weapon at, like, 2 inches from the zombie's face? That's a question I ask myself every day when I'm playing Fortnite. How did I miss my shot when the enemy was right in front of me and I have a shotgun? No idea. But it just magically happens. I magically miss my shots in any game. Even when I really shouldn't be missing them. I hear more zombies. I think there's just the zombies behind that door. By the way, I forgot to point out the fact that this door over here is locked, and the 2 pipes we need to power up the stuff goes behind the door. So we need to find a way to get into that room. And we're going to have to take a very long and very convoluted route around it. But hey, if it works, it works. I'm not complaining. At least there is a way to get the oxygen and fuel up. You know, those two ingredients, just fuel and then just oxygen. Actually, I'm dumb. That's literally just what you need to start a combustion reaction. I'm dumb. I literally just learned about them in chemistry recently. I should have that in mind. I should have things I learn in mind. Because they could help, even in video games, when logic is usually thrown out the window. Alright, he figured it out. I was waiting. Wow, this room is very ugly looking, but that doesn't really matter, because we've got a job to do. And that is to defy any law of physics ever in the world. Go down here, turn on the turbine, climb up before we get pushed out of the way, and it's terrible. And then, this giant fan will be able to blow us all the way up to the ceiling. So we can progress. I'm not sure that's how fans work. But okay. There's a head crab right here. 3. Okay, hello. Hello. Ah! Oh, it died. I thought I was about to take damage. God, that's a lot of blood to come out of a roach. You know, another thing that's actually really well developed is the roach's AI. Well, I mean, not here. It's not very well developed here, but it apparently gets startled by light in... Like, if the room is dark, then they can be startled by light, and they'll run around. And that's just feel like that's Valve outdoing themselves. And I feel like time spent making that roach AI, I killed that guy before I killed the guy in front of him, could be better spent on, like, making the later levels better. How did the blood from those guys get all the way over here? Also, I know there's a head crab in here. Yep. Okay. I'm so used to Half-Life 2, where those guys can only jump at you if they're facing directly at you, whereas in this game, they can side jump towards you. I got the best method for taking down wackos. This will definitely work. And it works for the head crabs. Not for me, though. Alright, so I got the fuel and oxygen on, so I'm now gonna have to head back into the silo and sneak past that thing, and then go out a different door to activate the power. Get our grenades. Hello! Fancy meeting you here. Why don't you go check out that ladder? It's very bright red. I suppose this would be a good time to warn... How did you freaking hear that? I suppose this would be a good time to warn about the possibility of blowing yourself up with grenades. That's way more possible in this game than it is in any others because of how the grenades work. You know how most first-person shooters, like, how grenades work in real life. You pull the pin and then they explode after a certain amount of time. It's okay. So you have to, like, throw it quickly. Well, in most games, just let you hold the pin and then hold it for as long as you want before you throw it, and then the timer won't start until after it's thrown. The lever just reset itself. Okay, whatever. However, this game doesn't work like that. There is actually a timer when you pull the pin, which is when you click initially. And if you release the grenade, once the timer's up, it will explode instantly in your face and kill you. However, it waits until you release the grenade to explode it, which makes it very confusing. I thought I was just throwing the grenade at a wall, and for some reason, doing that caused it to explode immediately. But nope. It's because I was holding it too long. So definitely don't hold your grenades for longer than 4 seconds. Because once you held them for 4 seconds, they explode. Oh, I was thinking there was a passageway here because of Black Mesa. Anyway. Heal up. Now we've activated an elevator. Get my shotgun out. This chapter doesn't give you that much ammo, so I hope you have a lot. You could easily run out on harder difficulties. Alright. Emergency ladder time. If you stay in that longer, it will eventually fall, but if you leave before it does, then it won't fall. A little weird, but that'll work.
You have one of the new HEV suits. That should be very useful. I
Hello.
hope no one expects me to start up the generator. Smithers went down there and never came back.
Cool. Well, what if I never come back? Then what'll you do? I will come back. So that basically means, hey, go start up the generator. Do everything for us. I like how there are actually a few scientists trying to get the system started so that they can clear the alien out of the way. I don't know what to call that thing. I think it's called a peck beast. Though I heard it called a peck beast once and I really like the name, so I'll just call it a peck beast.
This is my hiding spot, and I'm not moving until the situation is drastically improved. Now go away, and don't tell anyone I'm here.
Who will care? Who would I even tell? The aliens? Or the Marines? Hey, Marine who's currently shooting at me, there's a scientist in this generator room. Down deep in the silo complex. That you don't care about. How about you go kill him? Instead of me. Hey, head crab. There's a scientist in the generator room. Oh. Right. This is an easily missable animation. There's a scientist over in the generator room. You should go kill him. You should go zombify him.
Excellent. Someone has restored all power. We'll have the engine up again in no time.
Sorry. Anyway, moving on. You have to climb back up, and on my first playthrough, you get to the top and then you fall down. However, I thought fall damage was unavoidable here, because it does look like it. You will take fall damage from this height. I know it looks like you shouldn't, but you will. And then I found out. I watched someone play this game in footage, and there's this tiny. Okay, I think. Okay, where's that gonna put me? By the way, okay, back here. That's not bad. But there's that tiny ledge on the side of that. I guess I'll keep him alive this time. That you can use to avoid all damage. And I had no idea it's there. And I thought to myself, okay, maybe I'm just a fucking idiot. Which, yes, I am. Because there's no ledges through the rest of this pillar. This is the only tiny ledge like that, so it's clearly designed with that in mind. Now that we got the power up, this water is electrified. So how do we avoid it? Time for another block puzzle. And time for another example of this game's wonky physics that definitely haven't aged well, like that. I mean, at least it's faster than Ocarina of Time. Or Majora's Mask. Even though, actually, at least in the 3DS versions of both those games, Ocarina of Time has slower block pushing. Sorry guys, I'm just finishing my job. Okay, now that we've got the power, fuel, and things up, we can now kill this thing. Kill the peck beast. Oh, look, now it's in the proper place. Maybe it just wasn't in the proper place the first time. Alright. Buddy, how about you go over there? Thank you. Now I'm going to climb up this ladder. And what I want you guys to do is to not hear me. Can you not hear me? Okay, they didn't hear me, so I can go without using another grenade. Then I should be able... Okay. I should be able to get out of the way fast enough up here. If they hear me. Which they didn't. I don't know how they didn't, but they didn't. That's what matters. Alright. I hope he killed this barnacle before, because it can actually be pretty tough climbing down this ledge if it is still there. Because then it can lift you up, and if you're at low health, it can cause you fall damage and cause you to die. Alright. Test fire. I love that death. After all the shit that thing puts you through, it burns alive. Oh, and the security guard dies too. I mean, at least his spine's still intact. Oh. I mean, at least that gives me 17 more bullets. Gotta look at the positives here. Okay. I think you can fall between these ledges without taking any damage. However, you cannot fall down there without taking some fall damage. Though it doesn't actually matter because there is a health charger and suit charger coming up. Now this hole is deadly. It's very oddly shaped to the point where it can actually cause tons of fall damage problems. So, I'm going to offer the best route around it. First thing you want to do, not to go over here and climb down the ladder. You want to run across the hole to the ladder. Then you want to climb down here. You want to tap forward a couple times. To be careful. Do the same for this ledge. Once you're down here, just tap forward again, tap forward again. Then once you're here, it's just a straight shot down to the water. And once you've got past that, you get a new gun. The revolver. Or Magnum. Magnum revolver. Magnums have been weirdly inconsistent in shooter games. Sometimes they look just like other pistols, sometimes they're revolvers. I have no idea when or why. But yeah, now we've got it. This thing is pretty dang strong. It kills most aliens and the Marines in very few hits. Like, at most it kills the Marines in 2. And there's even some really beefy, really strong enemies later in the game that still only die in 2 shots from this thing. You do get less ammo for it, but this isn't Half-Life 2 where you can only carry 18 bullets for it. You can carry, like, 42 bullets. It's quite a lot for how strong it is. It's just that there's a lot of enemies to use it on. And the ammo is pretty common, too. It's not like, once again, it's not like Half-Life 2 where you won't be using it for half the game because the ammo is so rare. It's rarer than jungles in Minecraft. Okay. Now we're going to have a bit of a bullshit section. I'm actually going to quick save before it. Just to show. The pipe will break and we'll fall down into this room. And now, I just took like a couple points of fall damage. However, I'm pretty sure if you go back through this section and you don't touch a single key, you like walk straight forward, you either take tons of fall damage or will instantly die. So I think the best thing to do, oh god, every time I reload, the first mouse movement causes it to go like here or something. Best thing to do is when the pipe breaks, press S to back up on it and then just like hold S on your way down. And that way, you'll take minimal fall damage. Then all you have to worry about is that head crab, which unless you're at 4 health shouldn't be a problem. Now we got ourselves a new weapon. The trip mine. Before they were just hazards that you had to avoid, but now we can set up some of our own and use them against enemies. It's really weird to me that this is not brought back in Half-Life 2. I don't understand why, and I don't think I'll ever understand why. I'll just break the rest of the boxes. I believe they give you a full 5 trip mines and some medkits to help you after that fall, which, I mean, good thing they're here. Alright, anyway, save after that. And now we are entering the next chapter, one of the shorter ones in the game, Power Up. And just if you thought that we wouldn't be seeing another giant alien roadblock, here's another one. Now this one isn't really as terrible as the Peck Beast was, because the Peck Beast, okay, the Peck Beast just required you to, oh shoot, the Peck Beast just required you to sneak past it and like distract it with grenades, or else it would cause huge amounts of damage to you. This one just sprays a bunch of damage on you, but is limited to this room. Also, there is, okay, is a military guy right there, and I wanted him dead. Okay, thank you, Gargantua. That's what this thing's called, by the way. I may have already said that? I don't know. Avoid that thing, causes damage. Okay, guys. Chill out. It's only me, Gordon Freeman, who's gonna have to shoot in the face with a shotgun. Oh, didn't make it. The bridge will break right there, and we'll fall down here with the head crabs if you're not ready for it. Okay, we just got grenades for our assault rifle, but I'm gonna wait until okay, now this door is evil. If you approach this door on the left side, it can open forwards and crush you against the wall and kill you. I don't know why.
Mister, you can get the power on. That train will take us straight to the surface. I would try it myself, but it's a long way down the generator room, and there are things in the way.
It was clearly the door that got him this injured. The door crushed you on the way in, didn't it? Now you're sitting here dying. You know, I'm actually going to save that suit charger for later when I come back here, because we are going to have to come back here, because we're going to have to take this thing out. And right around, wait, should go back to point out, right around that corner is actually the next chapter. But there's a bit we have to do first, before we can access that next chapter, and that is throwing a grenade at some head crabs. Okay, now the train power's on, we can move on, anyway. Oh, like, that was a bit of lag. I think all the shaking on the screen is causing the lag. Or the stutter, the frame drops. Lag is for multiplayer, when, like, the connection is not secure. And you're like, choppy performance, that's frame drops or stuttering. Okay, so, really important, right here, if you're standing where I am standing, the explosions from those barrels is enough to kill you. Man, my first playthrough this game was hell, let me tell you that. The game was very determined in killing me in every way possible. There's a bull squid right there that just dragged that marine in. Oh, you're still alive? Oh, no. Okay, now, I'm gonna use the SMG grenade. Right-click to use them. It's pretty much just an instant, like, explosive being chucked at your enemies. It's awesome. You can hold up to 10 of them. In Half-Life 2, you can hold up to 3, which I guess balances it, but still. Hello. Return of our friends, the turret. As well as our friends, the Marines. Didn't you miss them when I ended the video last time? And for the first, like, 20 minutes of this video, I mean, I don't think I have ever missed them, personally. They're kind of clunky enemies to fight. But hey, they do their job. And oh, they may even be more interesting to fight than the Combine soldiers. I've never noticed that before. That's cool. Alright, this is the generator room. Unfortunately, there's a fuck ton of Marines in our way, so we're gonna have to take them out. Trip mine here. I'm actually gonna set one up right in this entryway. Okay, don't explode. Don't explode it, please. Okay, this guy behind me. And there's more guys in here. guys focused on crap. I could try to get some... Okay. I could try and get some shotgun kills with these guys. It's kind of hard to kill these guys with a shotgun. So I don't really do it. Yeah, like, you fire too slowly, and they fire too quickly. You just lose health as a result. And I'm out of suit energy. Luckily, there is a charger right here. Did that one grenade of mine just kill all three of them? That was awesome. Alright, let's get our energy back. Any more? Okay. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Reloading during the animation interrupts me. God, these guys are nearly infinite coming out of that hole in the ceiling. Man, can this guy's corpse please get out of the way? Out of the way! Out of the way! Thank you. Any more? Wanna come? Okay. Seven. Is that another one? No, okay. That was just random glass breaking. Grass breaking. Did I say grass break? I can barely talk for longer than 2 seconds without messing words up. Okay, so proper way forward is over here. And it hooks this elevator down. And now you want to get a grenade, throw it down there because there's a ton of trip mines down there. And that caused the little hurt flinch, but no damage was taken. But yeah, now that we've gotten all of them out of the way, we can head on down. And my foot has fallen asleep. I gotta adjust my position. Wait until it wakes up. Screed. Any more? I've got a little setup here. Okay. I knew there were more. Okay. I was expecting him to stop charging and keep coming forward toward me, but I guess I just don't know these guys' AI. Ow. Okay. I'll not question it. This is a 1998 game. I should be used to this stuff by now. So right here, stopping off, you can see that power generator is off. However, we cannot turn it on. And that is because down here we have a bit of a flood problem. And leeches. These guys can actually hurt you, I think. Oh yeah, and there's also a little guy here to surprise you. It doesn't surprise me though, because I know he's there. And the flooding is caused by the generator being blocked by a couple of cardboard boxes that are here for some reason. So get them out of the way and the water will start to lower. These leeches will hopefully die in the process. Yep. Flopping on the ground. Okay, now that we got that in proper working order, we can activate it upstairs. Okay, those are the same things I saw in the intro. Anyway. Once you've activated it, they will shoot a laser occasionally to each other, so just get past that and you should be fine. I think, also, in the process of doing that, new enemies have spawned, so be on your guard. Be on your guard, Link. Head for the glowing point marked on your map. Be on your guard. Oh! I forgot they came down from just stepping into this room. Alright, I believe the different models for the HECU, like, define what kinds of weapons they have, or what behaviors they do. Like, those guys just have standard SMGs, or machine guns, whatever this is called, M16s. I'll just say M16s. I did find out that these guns are in fact called M16s, not M6s. Yeah, they just have the standard ones. I believe these guys are squad leaders. though I could be wrong about that. And then, like, if you kill them, okay, the others will, like, then act on their own, independently, because they have no squad leader to follow. 1998 game, by the way. This game has both things that have aged well, that have aged very well, and things that have aged poorly. This game is one of, like, from an age standpoint, this game is one of the biggest mixed bags I've ever played. As well as kind of from a quality standpoint, because honestly, this game does some pretty shitty things to you on your first playthrough, but as you go, like, and learn how to avoid the bullshit stuff, the game gets so much more enjoyable. Because all it is now is just fast shooting with enemies, and a great story to boot. So I might actually prefer this to its sequel, even though I didn't before. Anyway, back to HECU skin talking. Here, this is where I'm going to refill my energy. I believe, guys with, I don't know how you say, is it like a balaclava thing? It's kind of like a entire head wrapped in black, have shotguns, so they can cause very high damage to you at close ranges. Alright, track power's off right now. We need to turn the track power on from here, which will also involve getting this fucker out of the way. So I'm gonna, because he's at the window there, or is he not? Okay, yeah, because he's at the window there, I'm gonna go the long way. Actually, that's not, that's where I just was. There we go. This thing is not displaying properly for me because the game is running at a lower frame rate than it usually does because I'm recording it. And I'm using OBS, which apparently takes tons of CPU. Which was what causes the lower frame rates in lots of games. Alright. Buddy, that attack of yours is incredibly easy to dodge. Maybe you should use a different one. Learn the art of hit scan. It'll help you. I mean, those flamethrowers of his are kind of hit scan. Bit too late for him to learn anything though, because he's now dead. Oh god, that sound. Wait. That one. I love that sound. It is so satisfying to hear. Alright, so now here, this is pretty much the end of this chapter. You need to get this little tram car out here, which, by the way, I didn't actually show how to run these. Oh, I thought that said HECU. It was like, HECU brand tram cars. You press E, then when that little thing pops up, you press S to choose the backwards slot, or you can press W to choose, like, a forward thing. Forwards, there's tons of speeds, or 3 speeds. Backwards, there's only 1 speed, and that black bar, or hollow, not filled in bar, is stop. Is putting on the brakes. Did I over-explain that? I think I kind of do bad jobs of explaining things. I either under-explain them or over-explain them. Never in between. Anyway, you flip the lever and that turns the track around. So now we can get on this train, what is this thing supposed to be? And move on. Next chapter, on a rail.
Freeman, I've been waiting for you. One of your scientist pals said to give you a message. You're supposed to take this old rail system up to some kind of satellite delivery rocket. I don't know where it is exactly, and the old guy was so worried about getting out of here alive, he didn't tell me. Main thing is, the military aborted the launch, so when you do find the rocket, you'll have to get up to the control room and launch it yourself. He said something about a Lambda team needing the satellite in orbit if they were ever going to clean up this mess.
Man, I'm so glad these 3 chapters don't have as much dialogue, because subtitling all that intro dialogue in the previous video took a lot of work. Anyway, that's our next objective. Besides killing those 4 barnacles, is to head through the tunnels to get to the rocket test labs and launch a rocket, which should, theoretically, help clean up this mess in some way. Some unknown and unexplained way. I don't think this is very safe. But I mean, this is kind of telling you, hey, don't get off the car here. If you do, you will be electrocuted. There's even, like, electricity going between those metal panels and the water. Very dangerous. Hello, Hound Eye. There is some stuff over there, but honestly, it's not really all that worth it. Alright, so on a rail. This is one of the longest chapters in the game, so this chapter might be the thing that makes this video over an hour. A shame. I really don't want it to be. I was surprised that the previous video was over an hour. I was intending for it to be like at most 40 minutes. But nope. This game's pretty dang long. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of the way before the turret activates. Alright, a lot of things just happened there. But yeah, if you never move the train at all, you will end up here, where you need to shoot that thing to redirect the train over here. Otherwise, it'll just go straight ahead, and you'll have to loop all the way back around, and it wastes time. However, you will have to go this way anyway, presumably on foot. There's another train redirector. This map is actually pretty big, especially compared to some of the intro maps. Yeah, you'll need to loop around over here. Okay, I didn't mean to fall back in the water. Great job, Headcrab. You're really smart. 7 out of 10. Wait, are these? Okay, no, those are just the standard guys. I think there's another skin for these guys that that's supposed to denote them having... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. That's supposed to denote them having grenade launchers. The ability to launch grenade launchers. Is denote the right word? It's supposed to notify that they can use grenade launchers, but I don't know what it is. Whoa. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone there. Timeless game. Visuals are perfect. Hey, buddy. You're one of the toughest HCUs to kill in the game. They both. What if that's an Olympic sport? Synchronized dying. See if you could both die in the same way. Okay. I think... Do you have the grenade launchers? I never checked. If I kill one that has used grenade launcher, I will check. I think that's just a squad leader skin. Could be wrong, though. There's an HECU I missed somewhere down there, but honestly, I don't care. Let's just go. There's a lot of stuff happening up ahead that we're missing already, so... I'm just gonna go. Oh, man. We missed all the action. Okay, what am I doing? I pressed R to reload in the middle of a fight. We missed all the action against these guys in the Mortigons, though. That's a shame. How are you still alive? Hey, man, I wonder... Okay. Some of their animations look like they're dying, and I wonder if that's on purpose. To, like, lull you into a false sense of security. Like, oh, he's dead, I don't have to worry. Oh, wait, no, he isn't. And then he died. Aha! Seek Charger. I knew that was what was over here. I don't actually go over here that much. Maybe I should do that more. Alright, yeah. Now we'll have plenty of health for this next map, which is one of the most challenging in this game to me. This map up here. Because, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I always lose almost all my health. Just from these couple of guys. And I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe it has something to do with close-range combat? I'm not really sure. Okay. Oh, forgot that guy was attacking. There we go. They're all dead. Got a bunch of boxes to break in this room. I think some of them are magnum ammo. I'm full on magnum ammo. Let's start using it. I haven't actually used it yet. Got plenty of guys we can use it on down here. Oh, I used it on a Marine and power up. You know, buddy, if you didn't lay that grenade next to you right before I shot you, then you wouldn't have had your dead body explode into a million pieces. What is this? I've never been down here before. What the hell is this? New things. Must see. Oh, I'm missing all the action again by doing this. Ooh, there are satchel charges down here. Hey guys, can I join? Are you actually shooting beneath you to hit me? Oh, that's a head crab. I thought I was being hit by them. I'll just let you guys duke it out, and I'll come up there in a second. What does this do? What does this place have? Just satchel charges? Which is a new weapon, by the way. I should introduce them. These things, they're C4. You throw them on the ground, and then you click the button at any time to explode. You can't place down multiple for some reason, but you can still place them down and time your explosion. Okay. There should still be some Heku over here. That's something called. Is it just that? It was just that one guy. That's very sad. It was the leader, too. Got no one to lead anymore. Okay, I think I came over to this map before driving through it because of these two things right here, so that I could explode them, and then go back for the car without worry. I don't know what that thing is, I'm just gonna call it a car. It is now a car. Oh, right. Boop. Pull up the things, and let's keep on rolling. Or actually, this car is probably just sliding through the environments. Aha! I thought ahead. I don't want to waste one of my precious grenades, like, tossing it ahead. Okay, here's the map. We're gonna have to abandon the car right here. There's a couple of HECU right up there. One of them has a shotgun. It's that guy in the center. I think they can all use grenade launchers. So I don't really know which one it is. Oh, the shotgun guy got gibbed. Oh, wait, no. That was... Yeah. These guys. And, okay, yeah. They can use grenade launchers because he dropped grenades. What? What is the difference, though? I feel like there's got to be a difference. Oh, wait. Two of them are shotgun guys. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, by the way, if you step on this thing at all, you'll take electricity damage. I'll just pitch in if you can. I'd rather fight the Vortigons. Or maybe I'd rather not. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have killed the HC first. Alright. As our first... Actually, not our first, but like one of our early sightings of an NPC that doesn't do anything. The security guard. He says absolutely nothing. Is barely useful at all. And for that, he deserves a magnum round in the face. Alright, moving onwards. Got some head crabs to murder over here. One of them, I think, just jumped up there. Yep. Come on down. Don't make me shoot the grenade at you. Okay. guys ready to see some excellent soda technology? Oh, what? What? No! Oh, I was hoping they would spray soda cans all over the floor. Wait. I just realized I've been calling them soda, when I usually say pop instead because I'm Minnesotan. Sorry, fellow Minnesotans. I disrespected you. We got a guy here mounting this. Or mounting, more like using it. We can kill him pretty easily from behind, however, we do kind of have to just tank the bullets, jump over here. Surrender, free men. There's two of me? What? Those boxes look exactly the same as the other ones that break instantly, but for some reason those ones don't break instantly. Oh god, yeah, this part. This part took me a while to get through on my first playthrough, because there was absolutely no indication as to what I was supposed to do. By the way, I'm going to shoot these out, even though that's not actually doing anything. I just still want to clean up. But this big door, what do you know, can be opened by touching it, like every other door. But it's so big, I thought it required a button. Because I was so used to Half-Life 2, where any door that was at least this size required a button to open. I was not expecting to just be able to walk up to it and open it like that. That guy didn't even move. That guy didn't even react to being shot at. He just stood there and took it. He probably knew he was gonna die and just took it. It's like, god damn it. Gordon's here. I'll just take the death. Just take me. Okay. We'll avoid those lasers. There's some turrets in here that can be activated if you touch those lasers. However, if you don't touch them, then they won't be shooting at you. We learned this back in We Got Hostiles, and for some reason I felt the need to explain it again. Hello. Okay, so these guys mount their rocket launchers. I actually think there's this trip mine. However, hiding like this, it will explode without damaging you. However, in the very next corner, there's a trip mine right there that will actually hurt you if you get caught by it, even if you're crouching behind it like this. This game is very inconsistent, and I really don't like it. Alright, guys. Okay. I love the sound the Vortigons make when they die. I also like the sounds they make when they're idle. Oika! Oika! Dot dot! Much quicker than I was doing it. I'm using my machine gun a lot more, my assault rifle a lot more, because you get like 50 more bullets, or not 50, 25 more for every HECU you kill. I believe there's a shotgun guy here. Yep. In Half-Life 2, you can tell the difference between shotgunners and normal gun users, or automatic gun users, more clearly, because the shotgunners have like a full red outfit. But yeah, those guys, it's more of a subtle thing. Gotta look at their faces. Alright. So, reason why, even though we had to abandon our old car, there's a new car right over here that we need to take. Actually, I think you can go all the way back there and then pick up your old car. Or actually, that's the second car. This is the third car. Whatever. You can actually go and get the car you were using before, bring it around here. I'm not sure what it does, because the required path is down that way. But you can do it, and yeah, I'd just rather follow the required path. Chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it. Okay, here's our next stopping point. Got some... Is that... No, that's the wall texture. I thought that was, like, the backpack of a Marine. There are Marines hiding here. One of them's using that. And, oh, okay. I think their AI activates once you reach right here. If it doesn't, well, now it has. I'm gonna kill these guys before they throw grenades in my face. I see you, over here! Better not with those grenades. I love how that guy wasn't even using it. He was just standing next to it. Flipping that lever, by the way, raised that, what are those called? Barriers. Retractable arms. Those are... raising arm... whatever. Traffic arm... The red and white strip that blocks the path of vehicles. That's what it's called. Which you see all the time going into, like, parking garages. I think it was another thing I was, like, obsessed with watching when I was younger. My younger self was weird. I'm still weird, but not as weird. Okay, that was a fail. That was another fail. What the hell? I tried. But unfortunately, I shot myself twice with grenades. I'm just gonna have to climb down and kill those two. I want those two dead. After me failing to, oh. I actually killed the one on that floor. Oh, that was unexpected. But after failing to, throw grenades without damaging myself twice, I need to take out my anger on. Okay, no guy waiting at the top over here this time. We can carry on without worry. That thing hurts me. Well, thankfully it doesn't do very much damage. Let's try that again. Oh, come on, we have to go through this again? Alright, let's see if I can aim it better this time. There we go. And there's another one up here. Can launch another one. There we go. Oh, I really want that. Oh, I really want... I'll go on without it. Actually, I can just climb down and get it. Let's do that. By the way, I forgot to cut out... After I died to the fan in the previous video, I forgot to cut out me getting back to where I was. So, sorry if that was boring. I meant to cut it out, but I forgot to because I was so distracted by adding all the subtitles. I'm not going to cut that out, though, because it's not that long. I'll just stay over here this time. And, yeah, there we go. Now let's get back on. Get back on. The car! Thank you. Oh god, stand there. Slow to stop, because there are people right here. Oh, shoot. Okay, that guy that I just gibbed can use an SMG grenade launcher, but I have no idea what the difference is between the models. Okay. I wonder if it has something to do with their race for some reason. That's just what it feels like to me. It would not make sense. But I don't know, maybe it is. Alright. There are very impossible to not trigger lasers. How could you go through that map without triggering those? Or that area, that room? Without triggering those. It's really impossible. It sets off a turret that's, I think, really far away and hard to hit with any gun. Okay. And then here's just some wire damage you're kind of forced to take, and a little sign you're supposed to shoot to carry on forwards. I think now this chapter is nearing the end. This is like the entire Half-Life community's least favorite level from the series, and I can't say I understand why. Because, I mean, it's a really long level, but it's at least well-designed, for the most part. Later levels in this game, like, all level design goes completely out the window in favor of some crap. Especially a few certain levels at the very end that suck. Can I just... I could just crowbar them. I'm not gonna do that. Let's go. Alright, jump on over here. Okay, Magnum time. One shot. Did I actually reload the Magnum? I did. Okay, no. Where are you? You died, right? Yes. You died.
So, who is this guy, Freeman? They say he was at Ground Zero. Science team? You think he was responsible? Sabotage, maybe? Yeah, maybe. All I know for sure is he's been killing my buddies. Oh yeah, he'll pay. He will definitely pay.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping that scene would turn out more funny than it did. I was hoping to just kill them instantly both with the grenade launcher after they said, he will definitely pay. Too bad. Alright, now, there's a little hidden sniper over there. Our first sniper of the game. This is the only one in this level. And he doesn't activate until you cross that, it seems. Then he starts shooting you. However, you can kill him before he activates. Like that. I can't... That should have killed him. I think I heard him die. Okay, yeah. I killed him. It's weird how he doesn't activate until you cross the thing. You'd think he'd be there. Or, it's also weird that he's there at all, to be honest. Like, I'm not really sure what the point of including there was. You could have just had another group of HCU, and then this one regarding the entrance to the rocket test labs. Okay. Moral of that story, don't look up into the sky when launching grenades. That will not be helpful. For getting them where you want them to go. Okay, this gibbed guy had a... Did you have one? Oh, is it those extra packs they have on them with, like, the walkie-talkie? It's really hard to see that in combat, so I don't know how I'm supposed to differentiate them. Alright, let's go inside. Wow, I wonder if there are any inside. What the... Oh, all hostiles clear, huh? We'll see about that. I quick saved before this for good reason. These will explode. Even though they look exactly like turret lasers. Maybe they shouldn't look like turret lasers. But they will explode. And I can jump, push this block here, jump right up, past him. There we go. I think they said their dialogue. Not really sure. It sounded like they did. It sounded like they're done. Alright. So, quite a beating for that, even though I was shooting them at point-blank range. That's what I get for playing a janky 1998 game. Satellite array status offline. Well, let's fix that. There we go. That marks the end. Let me quick save so I don't die in the explosives and then have to do that again. That marks pretty much the end of On a Rail. Which, You know, I just wanted to check. No, it still says offline. I wish it said online after you launched it. Maybe it does after a certain amount of time, but I'm not gonna wait. I don't want this video to be, like, over an hour long again. Though, it looks like it's going to be. Looks like it might be. Or like 40 minutes maybe? I don't know. But yeah. We were successful in our rocket launching objective. And that is the moon. That... Yeah. Yeah, Valve, you know when you made a brief, like, update to the Steam version? I think you missed something. Right there. Alright, well. Here. Let me shoot this shotgun so I can pick these up. Thank you. Alright. With that, that is going to be the end of this video. I did 3 chapters. I'm doing 3 chapters per video. I'm sticking to my thing, because it actually works out great for video format. The only one that doesn't work is Zen, where I'm going to have to do all 4 chapters, but they're so short it doesn't matter. The first one's barely existent. Alright, I'm just gonna let this music play a little more. But yeah. Yeah, I don't hate On a Rail as much as the rest of the Half-Life community. Because, I mean, it does drag on quite a bit. It was frustrating my first playthrough. But it's actually still shorter than I remember it being. And at least it's got that satisfying ending. Overall, I think the 3 chapters I played in this video are my favorite part of the game. And then we move on to some alright sections, and then you move on to sections where you constantly ask, where's the level design team gone? Like, what's going on? Anyway, that's it for this video. Next time, we're going to be continuing down this hatch and seeing whatever happens next in the next 3 chapters. I will see you all next time.